I always get called. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's live broadcast. I'm your host, Al Scott. This is our very first live video of 2022. It's a new year, and we wish you and yours a very prosperous new year. If it's got your name written on, you got to get up, go out, and you got to get it. You got to make it happen because it's there for you. It's there for you. You have to claim this year as your year. Whatever you put up in 2021, and if it was unhealthy, it didn't feel good, leave it. Leave it, leave it, leave it, and go forward with your life. Miss Baker's in the house tonight, love you big time. Miss Ferris is in the house, love you big time. Miss Henry is in the house, love you big time. Listen. It is wonderful to see you guys. I have really missed you guys, and this is what I love doing. This is my passion, doing shows like this. Unfortunately, tonight's show comes with some very, 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 very sad news because we're speaking on some children that have recently lost their lives at the hands of individuals who should have been teaching them, as you always hear me say, about stranger danger. The parents became stranger danger. So those are two stories we're talking about tonight. One is in Cincinnati, if I'm correct, and I know the other one is in Columbus, Ohio. You all have heard about the 16-year-old girl who lost her hands at the ghetto park. Miss Michelle is in the house tonight. Good evening to you. Love you big time. Happy New Year to you. Right back. As always, you guys make me feel so good. It's a pleasure to be here. And look for bigger and better things within injustice investigations this year. God is going to do something different, something that's going to take us higher than we even thought that we could go. So, what did you do? You went and watched some shooter who went out and shot? Who? What? I stayed in. I've never done the thing on New Year's where they go out and they shoot the guns or whatever. I stay in. I stay in. And we have a puppy now, Jack. And so a lot of dogs are not used to certain noise, right? So you have to sometimes hold them and kind of like, caress them, let them know everything is fine. Because we were sitting outside, me and him and Cynthia, and when the big firecracker started, he looked at me, looked there, and he went in the house. So I went in and got him. Stayed in my lap the whole time. So finally we brought him back on the inside. But nevertheless, we do know that 2021, as I said the other night, wasn't the best year for a lot of us, a lot of people of color, especially. We have lost a lot of people at the hands of police officers. But the stats that some Black community activists don't speak on is stats they need to speak on. And that's how many brothers and sisters we have lost from Black on Black crime. We're going to bring you that show later this week and let you see the statistics of Black on Black crime. One brother said that, this is a Black brother, that it's an insult to even think about us having Black on Black crime. Well, I don't know what planet he's on or what rock he is up under, but you can sit here and play the games with yourself and live in Never Never Land down the street from Peter Pan if you want to. But if I'm Black and I shoot someone Black, that's Black on Black crime. When a white officer shoots somebody Black, you raise hell. You raise hell. But you don't say a mumbling word about Black on Black crime. You will be surprised at the stats that we're going to bring you when it comes to Black on Black crime and white officers killing Black people. We cannot be hypocritical. If we want justice on one end, then we should demand justice on the other end. So until a lot of activists get out in the streets and start marching and protesting against black on black crime, they can miss me with Black Lives Matter. They can miss me with that. If it matters, then you should let us know that it matters. It only matters when someone white kills us. That's super stupid. That's because you get media attention, and some of you make big bucks by keeping black people angry at white people. Donna Lane, good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year to you as well. Tammy Always 100. Happy New Year to you and yours. She keeps the peace in the house. I don't know if I spoke to Miss Henry. Good evening, Miss Henry, if I didn't speak to you. Okay. Tonight, I spoke on this earlier today, and I don't know if Miss Farris was there or not. Good evening, Neil. Love you big time. I got your message earlier today. I totally agree with what you said about Ed Mays. Boy, yeah, he do look good. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Y'all like this new sweater I got for my birthday? Cynthia bought me this here. Well, I just put it on tonight just for you guys. I love it. I swear to God, I love this. It's all soft and comfortable and stuff. Anyway, okay, back to the business at hand. The crime occurred on December 26th. We all know that's a day after Christmas. Very sad news about a 16-year-old girl. Now, I don't know what really happened. I don't know if the child was trying to ease out, or if the child was trying to ease back in, or she was doing neither. But what we do know is that right now it's being called an accident. Being called an accident right now. But a 16-year-old girl was shot and killed in her home, one shot by her father. Her father shot and killed her. Now, it's being called an accident because right now, as far as I'm concerned, it says it was anything else. However, the investigation is ongoing, and I'm sure the investigators. Well, thank you, Donna Lane. Love you big time. Miss Moore, good evening to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm sure the investigators are going to want to speak with family members. They're going to want to speak with neighbors. They want to talk to the school. They want to talk to her friends, and basically to try to get a feel of who this family is. And if there's anything that should sound the alarm that this might not have been an accident after all, it might not have been that. But until then, that's all that we have to go on. I'm going to play you something here in a minute, and then we'll get started there. But there's this one case right here. I just found this case as I was getting ready for tonight's show, and I've uploaded it to our Injustice Investigations Facebook page. It just went up a little while ago and stuff. And it's very, very disturbing. It's from out of Cincinnati. A couple has been indicted in the death of their 5-month-old baby and abuse of a 2-year-old boy. Hamilton County prosecutor says Dante Ferry and Shakayla Sims, both 19, were indicted on 2 counts of murder, 3 counts of child endangerment, and 3 counts of felonious assault. If convicted on all charges, both face a maximum of life in prison. I'm okay with that. The investigation began on December 22nd, 2021, when police received a 911 call of a domestic violence incident. Once officers arrived in the home, they found the child unresponding. Paramedics were called, transported 5-month-old Casey Sims by ambulance to a local hospital where he was placed on life support. Unfortunately, he died from those injuries December 22nd. While responding to the home, police also discovered a 2-year-old boy to be severely malnourished with evidence of abuse. He was taken to a local hospital where he remains in ICU. Casey Sam's death was determined to be traumatic brain injury. The 5-month-old also suffered a dislocated neck, hemorrhage, swollen brain. Doctors found additional evidence of abuse, including old and new rib fracture, bruising to the top of the child's scalp, and scarring on the child's leg. Police said the 2-year-old boy also recent injuries as well as healing of previous injuries. Until you love you big time. Lisa Robinson did Until You Love You Big Time. So, and this is a Black couple. And it doesn't matter if Black, white, but just I would throw that in there. So again, these two are 19 years old. I've gotten past the thing, trying to figure out why parents do it. Because with me, any reason that you give me for doing it is an unacceptable reason. God bless a woman's womb to be able to bring life into this world. And that same individual that gave that child life is the same individual that takes that child's life back. Louise Royal, good evening to you. Love you big time. There's a problem. And I done studied psychology, and we can go into it's going to be this here, it's going to be this here, it's going to be post this, post that. Listen, let me tell you something. If your life is messed up, if your life is tore up from the floor up, if you are trifling, insignificant, existing just to be existing, and if all hell is breaking loose in your life, one thing you have to remember, that child don't have a damn thing to do with it. Nothing. If you don't want the child, give the child up. Give the child up to somebody who will love the child and raise the child up to be an adult before you take their life, because they can't do anything. They're babies. They're helpless. And you just sit there and you beat and you beat and you beat. And you light a cigarette and you burn them with it. You burn them with it. You're some low down, evil, trifling self-sucker. You're in the way. You're sucking up oxygen. You know, some of us should do this. They should thank God tonight that I'm not a prosecutor. Because if I was a prosecutor and got your case, we're not plea bargaining or nothing. If I got to know the evidence and send you up that river until Jesus comes or until the day you die, to the river you go. Don't look too much. We forgive too much. Surely they're crazy. No. All of them are not crazy. They're on drugs. No, all of them are not on drugs. They just should not be having sex, making babies that they don't want. If your life is messed up, why would you even lay down with somebody without any kind of protection, knowing you don't want a child? Or are you trying to do it to get some money? You want some snaps. You want some checks. And a child just sit there, brain swollen. He can't say nothing. She can't say nothing. Can't do nothing. I can't warn nobody what's going on. Mommy and daddy are killing me. And I look at them with little baby eyes, and kind of like the eyes of a puppy when they think you're getting ready to leave, like Jack does. And it's like, you can, it's like, don't do this to me. What did I do? They did nothing. They did nothing. They did nothing. If you don't want them, don't make them. They have made it extremely easy for men and women, for parents, to get rid of children that they don't want. No questions asked. Take it to a safe place, a hospital, police, fire department, somebody in your family. Right now I'm unstable and all hell is breaking loose in my mind. And sometimes I feel like I got a battlefield going on inside of my mind. And the only way I get a little release from stress is to beat my child. That's how you relieve stress. Have you ever thought about beating yourself? Have you ever thought about getting a gun, killing your damn self? Yeah, I said it. I would rather for you to take a gun and kill your damn self before you harm that child. You in the way. And then you want to meet with the DA, see if we can strike a deal. So they're going to have an option as to what happens and what don't happen. Bullshit. Did the child have an option? Did the child have an option? No. The child had to accept whatever came to that child. So I dare the state give them an option. It's up to you how you respond to any situation. But in a lot of cases, the sad thing about that is you may not have the ability to decide your punishment, if there be any. We should give no deal. We have to start setting an example. Set them to the chair. Put the needle in them. I'm so serious. Why did you lay down and become pregnant? And when you found out you was pregnant and you knew you didn't want it, you should have raised your hand and said, what am I going to do? I don't want your child. I don't want it. I'm going to beat the child. But some of you won't say that. Because some people, whether you agree or not, some people deliberately have sex to get a check, to get the SNAP benefits. And you see them in the grocery stores, the child picking up popsicles, jungle juice, corn dogs, because that's what, Roman noodles, because that's what you feed the child. And his name and her name is on the SNAP benefit. The dude that's pushing the damn buggy, picking up T-bone steaks, roast, pork chops, oysters, ain't got a damn thing to do with this package. But whatever he puts in there, okay, baby, let's get you 2 packages. Put that down, Chinese, you're not getting that. Oh, shit. It was the exact same thing with Brittany Bowens. The exact same thing. Tracy, love you big time. Thank you. She said, you ain't lying, Mr. Scott. It was the exact same thing with Malia. When the doctor, speaking to the judge, prosecutor said, well, we don't really know what happened to Malia. But what the mother is saying happened is inconsistent. But one more thing, again, we don't know what really happened, but here's what we do know for a fact. That Malia Lynn Davis had a previous injury that was never reported. We know this because of the dried blood, and it's trying to heal. But Judge Lopez and CPS decided The children should go back home. And after being returned home, Malia Lynn Davis saw her last birthday on planet Earth when she turned 4 years old. She would never live. She was murdered. She was murdered. I fought casework. I fought Judge Lopez. Brittany Bowen's at the top of the list. I don't know why you're not in a jail cell yet. But you may not get that lucky. I'm gonna say it again, but you may not get that lucky. Somebody missed that, but at the same time, somebody caught it. A lady, Houston, Texas, called me during the Malia thing, told me about a baby that she thought was being abused by parents. CPS came out. They didn't find anything. Everything is fine. Not weeks. Not weeks. Not weeks. A few days later, the parent took that child and threw that child through the wall. He didn't hit the wall, through the wall. Because CPS said they saw nothing. They saw nothing. You're there to investigate the parents. You're not there to strike up a relationship with them, to become friends with them. I don't care how nice they appear to be. You are an investigator. And I said, until it happens, there should always be at least 2 CPS workers that goes into a home. All of them must have on body cameras that they're not able to turn on or off. Well, Ms. Scott, where are you going to get the money from? That's not my problem. Find it. After that, each investigator must go to a separate room at the building where they work and write their own. Can't share it with the other. I said we need the body cams because I need to make sure you were there. I need to make sure what you say if you was there was the gospel. Because evidently you missing something or you're not showing up. You're not there when you say you was there. You jotted it down. So I need evidence that you stepped foot in that house. And I don't need to see you drinking a Coke, Kool-Aid, or eating fried chicken with them. You're there to investigate them. And the state should not use the same doctor over and over and over and over and over again. You may not believe this, but the state and some people can make a lot of money on babies, foster kids. Meet one lady, she damn near 70. She got 12 kids, foster kids. Now she got 5 more. How in the hell can she take care of them? I mean, why would she want all of them? Oh, I don't know. MONEY, something up under the table. Taylor says Brittany needs to be in a jail cell along with her 12 stomachs. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Now today, I'm gonna play you something quickly. I'm gonna tell you why I got upset today. I was gonna speak on this tonight, regardless. But I was watching some of the comments on my Facebook page pertaining to the 16-year-old girl in Columbus, Ohio, that was, as far as we know now, allegedly shot, was killed by her father. The father says that the alarm system was activated and he got up to go and check out the scenery, see what was wrong. We're being told that it was his 16-year-old daughter. But at that time, allegedly, the father didn't know that. Just saw someone moving and fired one shot. That's when they found out it wasn't an intruder. It was their daughter. Their daughter. Janae Hairston, 16 years old. I want you to listen. If you haven't heard the 911 tape, I want you to listen to it. And please, when you comment, be honest with when you listen. Please be honest. It's minutes, and I'm gonna play all of it. We hope.
911, what is your emergency? Hello? 911, what is your emergency? Hello, 911. Hello? 911. What's going on there? What happened? I got the address. What happened? What happened? What happened? Your daughter got jumped? Your daughter got jumped? Who shot her? 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 Your husband shot her? Your husband shot her? Is he still there? Is he still there? Okay, he is still there. Does he have the gun? Still there? Does he have the gun on him? Does he have the gun on him now? Does he have the gun on him now? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Can I talk to somebody on the phone? Can I talk to somebody on the phone? Who shot her? Who shot her? Who shot her? Who shot her? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Who shot her? Who? Who shot her? Who? Who shot her? Good. He thought she was breaking in. Good. He thought she was breaking in. Okay. Where did he shoot her at? Okay. Where did he shoot her at? Where on her body is she shot? Where on her body is she shot? In her chest. Is she breathing? In her chest. Is she breathing? Okay. Where's the gun at now? Is it put away? Where's the gun at now? Is it put away? Is it moved away? Okay. Make sure nobody goes near it when the officers pull up. Okay. Nobody goes near it when the officers pull up. Okay. Okay. So they should be pulling up any second. Okay. Hold on. They should be pulling up any second. Okay. Hold on. How old is the daughter? How old is the daughter? 16. 16. Okay, just hold on. Okay, don't be pulling up any second. Hold on. Okay, don't be pulling up any second. Just make sure nobody goes near the gun. Okay, make sure nobody goes near the gun. Okay. Okay, just hold on. Okay, just hold on. Does it look like she's breathing? Does it look like she's breathing? But don't put water on her. Just hold on. Don't put water on her. Just hold on your hand on her chest, okay?
Janae, wake up, baby. Janae, wake up, baby. Janae, wake up. She not. She breathes. She not. She breathes. Janae, Janae, wake up.
They're driving now. They keep driving now. They're about to pull out. They're about to pull up, okay? They're going now. They're about to pull up, okay? I understand that they have to drive there. I understand that they have to drive there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, listen. Oh my God. Oh, listen. No, she ain't. She comes. No, she ain't. She comes.
Are the officers there? Are the officers there? Okay. All right, I'll see how far out they are. Okay. All right, I'll see how far out they are.
Okay.
Are you guys in the garage still? Are you guys in the garage still?
Yeah, we are.
Are you? Is the garage door open for the officers? Is the garage door open for the officers? Okay, I understand. I'm letting them know that. Okay, where's the way to go? I'm letting them know that. Where's the way to go? Okay, hold on.
Hanging it. Hanging it on the thing, like, you know, on the thing, like, on the boom. I need a boom. I need a boom. Oh my God. Please, God, please. Please, God, please. Oh my God.
Okay, the officers are pulling up. Make sure nobody gets near the gun. Okay, make sure nobody goes near the gun. Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, I have to make sure the scene is clear. Hey, I have to make sure the scene is clear. Let me know what they're telling me to do. Okay, let me know what they're telling me to do. Okay. Listen, they just need to stay away. You guys need to stay away. Make sure the scene is clear. What they need to do is make sure the scene is clear. Okay.
Right now. You shot one. Yes. You shot one. Yes. Where she shot at? Where she shot at?
Oh, I'm gonna, if I can find it. Okay, I'm gonna read a quick comment from Louise Royal. She says, "My son comes home at night and the alarm is on. I know when it isn't disarmed and that it isn't him. Tammy always 100%, so he didn't check to see if it was his kids first. You just started shooting, basically, yes. Louis Rollins says, my question is, does they have the information? Does she have the information to disarm the alarm? Okay. Um, Valid question there. And you're not the only ones to disagree with what's being said now. Uh, many people have reservations about it. Did she have the code? I don't know. I have no idea. But um, me, 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 I wanna, I wanna make sure that it's not my child. Even if I know or think I know for a fact that my child is in his or her room, I gotta make sure. But people do strange things in the heat of the moment. Uh, so right now, it's still being looked at as an accident. They are still, as I told you earlier, investigating the case. But now, and y'all hear me say this all the time, we can all think anything we want to think in life. It's just not always good to say what we're thinking. Uh, some people can make statements, and they might be somewhat hurting, but they do them in a respectable way. And that's what's going on here. Everybody has their opinion, but it's in respect, because I don't never know who's watching my live. I don't know who's on my pages. When I put the post out the other day about a guy that was shot in Shreveport, young lady said the deceased is my brother. And so I'm always mindful that somebody, family that I'm speaking about may be on one of my lives on my Facebook page. But here's the thing. Um, the 911 video somewhat bothered me. And when I say somewhat bothered me, let me read this right quick. A girl, I think, says, if you know your child is not home, why would you start shooting? Now, I don't know if they knew that or not, but I agree with you. I totally agree with you on that. Uh, and I don't want to speak too soon, and I don't want to become hypocritical because I'm saying that we shouldn't say this and we shouldn't say that. So I'm trying to get the right words together to say. When the mother was speaking to the dispatcher, I just had some reservations about the tone of her voice. Uh, how sometimes it appeared to me, only me, that she may have been avoiding the dispatcher question, so to say, and that's just me. But we all handle things different. Some people can be somewhat cool, some become hysterical. But what uh, brought tears to my eyes is whether it was an accident or not. Right now, I really believe it was just an accident, but I could be wrong. But what really uh, hurt me in listening to it is how they kept saying over and over again, Janae, 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 don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And the dad says, something like, she dead, boo, she dead. But their screams, how they was begging that child, don't do this to me, don't leave me, don't do this. I still get chills just thinking about it. So someone on my Facebook page today, and they had a lot of comments, a lot of negative comments. I'm gonna speak on the one I spoke on earlier today, where a young lady said, and she did it in a respectable way. She asked the question, what was she doing? Out. These kids today, hear me good, these kids today just can't get it. They can't get it. Well, the father somewhat asks the same question, what are you doing? What were you doing? What were you doing? But she's right. Some kids don't get it. She's right. But the kids today are two things, a product of us. The kids today, number two, are no different than the kids from yesterday. The only difference is we have technology, which occupies a lot of their time. Now, again, it was a fair statement, but I wouldn't have said it now. I would have kept it to myself because I'm sure the mother and the father and the grandfather he spoke to and the whole family don't give a damn about where she was right now. They don't give a damn if she was trying to ease out or she was trying to ease back in. The woman and the man are husband and wife. The child is their daughter. They became one, and then Janae becomes part of their family. And you hear both parents begging their daughter, don't do this. Don't leave me. Don't do this. And I can hear the father screaming. And I know it hurts them both. But if it was indeed an accident, that father would probably live a miserable life because of what happened. Because he pulled that trigger that shot him. So unless there's some evidence that come out, I believe it was an accident. But what I would do in a time like that doesn't mean Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike would do it. And as quiet as it's kept, we all think we'll handle it a certain way until we are faced with it. And then our emotions begin to take over. And what we thought we would do from a textbook, we find ourselves not even thinking about that. This is my child. I killed my child. The child looking at dad, looking at her mom, laying there dying. And there's not anything the parents can do about it. So again, the kids are no different. Back in they're no different. This has to be extremely terrible and heartbreaking for this family. It has to be. It has to be. She died December 26th, the day after Christmas. Whatever gift she received, I bet she didn't get a chance to enjoy all of it. Because in less than 24 hours, she would be dead. I wouldn't give a damn where my daughter been, where she was trying to go. I don't even want to know. All I know right now is I killed her. I killed her. And I'm so messed up, you might want to kill your damn self because what you helped give life to, you took that life. So sometimes we just have to be mindful of what we're saying. We have to be mindful that a family member might be on this live or be on whatever platform you're using, and you said certain things. But with something like this, we must make sure that we got it right before we bash them. We must make sure we got it right. Do you know how sad next year will be if the parents are still together, even if they're separated? Somewhere in the early month of December, they probably was getting their daughter the things that they wanted her to have that she wanted. Now next year, it will be extremely sad because their child is gone. If you want to do anything besides make unfounded accusations, unfounded truths, if you have a connection with God, ask God to be with that family right now. That's it. And maybe you should also write something nice on one of your platforms about the parents. I believe again it was an accident. And if it's not, then of course, justice must take its place. So we must do that. As always, I thank you all for tuning in to my live broadcast. This is my first one of 2022. I don't know how this popped in my head, but when we're looking at children, I'm not saying her in general, that may someone want to run here and run there. We have to remember we were once kids too, and the same thing they're doing today we did back then. Little girls snuck out to be with boys. Little boys snuck out to be with girls. Girls and boys snuck their boyfriend and girlfriends in sometimes while mom and dad's in the house, but your bedroom doors full. They're not doing anything that we didn't do back then. They are a product of us. Of us. So that's nothing different. That's nothing different. There are some men and women I think should never ever be allowed to reproduce. They shouldn't. They just shouldn't. Everybody is not meant to be a parent. Not everyone that makes a baby, gives birth to a baby, will love, respect that baby. They won't. They won't. But again, it's easy to get rid of what you don't want. I'm sure somebody will take a child that somebody don't want. And quiet as it's kept, you don't have to physically give birth to a child to be considered a mother or a father. I think what this family needs most now in Columbus, Ohio, is your sincere prayer. Let the police police. Let them do that. This should have never happened, but it did. And it happened more often than you and I would want to believe. It would be devastating for me if I did that. Devastating. Kids today don't get it. Well, that's true. But even some adults today, stay with me, even some adults today don't get it. So the kids are not the only ones that are not getting it. Some of us grown folks still can't get it. We still messing up. We are still deliberately going out to do wrong. Some of us can't get it. Praise the Lord willing. I will be back tomorrow night. I don't know if someone says in. I don't know what that means. Okay, I don't know. Somebody, I don't see that. Okay, big Lord willing, we will come back tomorrow night. And if anything changes in this case, you can look for an update on our Justice Investigations Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. A child can't get no more than you give, no more than you give. Stranger danger should be taught to our children. Stranger danger should not be inflicted on our children by the ones who gave them life. People say, Miss Catherine, you know everything. No. I don't think I know everything. Some people think that I think I know everything. I don't. But what I know, I speak on. It's just as simple as that. Tonight, we send our condolences to the family. Andrea, Adria, I think I'm saying it. She says, my glasses are terrible. Thank you. I feel bad for him. And that's it. That's it right there. That's it. That's compassion. That's love. That's caring. That's understanding. I feel bad for him. You've heard the tape. You heard him scream. You heard him say, Janae, don't. Janae, don't. Janae, don't. Then he says, she dead, boo, she dead. She dead. You all have a good evening. Remember, I'm not always right, and you're not always wrong. Again, happy New Year to you.